Good morning, and you are most welcome to Kingdom Touch this morning. This is your host, the Ambassador Trokon R. Jackson. Today, our topic is don't defile yourself. Don't defile yourself. And our text is taken from the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verses 8. Daniel, chapter 1, verses 8. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuch that he might not defile himself. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine of he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuch that he might not defile himself. There are two words that are repeated in this passage, and they are defile himself. We see in the introduction of Daniel chapter 1 that Daniel is careful of the decisions he makes. The king was looking for smart and intelligent young people, and he invited them to the palace to come and have lunch with him. It's like in our setting today when the president invites you to have lunch with him. And Daniel, as a young boy who have been so excited that the king have called him, and who have taken the opportunity as a privilege to have dinner with the king. And refusing dinner from the king is also like an insult in a tradition, like a kingdom. So Daniel requested for the eunuchs. The eunuchs were those who prepared the food, set the tables for the king. And he said, I do not want to eat. But before Daniel even sent for the eunuch, the Bible records that Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself. And I think this is a lesson that almost all young people should learn today. Because the only way we can resist temptations is to first prepare and say to ourselves that we will not do this. Daniel knew that his body was the temple of God, and to keep himself right in the eyes of God, defying himself was going to be a great abomination. So before even reaching to the palace, he had made a decision. The scripture says he proposed in his heart that I will not defile myself. Then he sent for the eunuch, the king's servant, who was responsible to set the table. And he told him also, I cannot defile myself. The question is, what decision are you making today? What have you proposed in your heart That there are certain lines in your life you will not cross because you want to please God. When is it that you have decided in your heart? Is it in your marriage? If you are married and said, I will not cheat on my wife or my husband. Is it in your office that I will not take something that does not belong to me? We have to make decisions in our life so that we can maintain our character. Some decisions will allow us to not partake of good things just for us to keep our prestige. Eating and dining with the king was a prestigious thing to do. But Daniel denied himself. And he said to himself, I will not defile myself. Because I know that when I defile myself, I won't have access to my king. Brethren, I want you to propose in your heart that certain things, certain decisions you need to make now. If you want God to be on your side, and you want to maintain your name and your character, the Bible says in Proverbs 22, a good name is better than silver and gold. Our name is our value. I pray that God will help you, that you will not defile yourself. God bless you. This is your host, the ambassador, Trokon R.